Okay, so today I will be going over what you need to install 17Z calipers in your Mk5 GTI. It's not that much, as in you just need lines, you need rotors, you need pads. These rotors are from an ML350 or Mercedes Benz ML350. I got the hardware. I got the hardware and the lines from Project B5, pads and rotors from FCP, and then I got these from somebody off of Facebook. So we'll get to installing it. It's really that simple. Bleed the brakes and all that shit. So okay, so I have it mounted up right now. You can continue playing, it's just kind of background noise. So yeah, that's what's in the background currently. What is it? What track is it? Is it Michigan?
No, New Jersey.
Oh.
The Drift Coliseum. It's the purpose-built drift track.
Oh.
Used to be a drag strip.
So one thing you're gonna have to do is the backing plate, either trim it or either fucking just pound it back. Same with on the bottom right here, because the ends of the caliper right here hit. And also make sure your mounting surfaces are clean, because I had an issue with the top bar things that hold the pads in hitting the rotor. So just make sure they're clean. Hit with sandpaper, or I have that. So I'm gonna put the wheel on and see how that goes. But dude, holy shit, I haven't taken off the other caliper yet, just to mount them up. But I do have the right centering rings, which is nice, but you cannot use the set screw to hold the rotors in, which kind of sucks. So yeah. So get the wheel mounted up, see if it hits or anything like that. So
What we got going on?
So this is a 15-inch spacer, and I think these wheels are like an ET47, so that makes it an ET32. But these are like the 13 Beetle, 2012 Beetle wheels, like the base mount on 2.5 and all that shit like that. And you know, man, I don't know. And they rub, so.
Well, now that it's rubbing on here, we'll be able to see where it's touching, and then we can take our tool and grind down the caliper. It's less than ideal, but if you want to drive it.
Yeah, but obviously if you have bigger wheels, or wider wheels, you won't have an issue with this.
So is it really, it looks like it's only right here, right?
Yeah, so I can right here too. So just trim down this area right here. Just go around this whole thing right here.
I'm watching some more Formula Drift.
Plus, these are low discs too. So like if you look right here, so like how far the hub comes out from the wheel, and it kind of tells you what kind of like low disc, high disc. And you can see right here where I was rubbing too. So yeah, it's gonna have to do some more.
You ain't talking, you ain't fucking.
Yeah. As you can see, everything's mounted up. Brake pads in. See if you can view the hardware. Or link everything in the description below of where to get all this stuff. So, like I said, for my wheels, you got to grind down a little bit, just because they're low disc wheels. They don't fit the calipers. So, but like I said, that needs to be moved back. You need hub centric spacers, not hub centric, like somewhat, yeah, call them that. But that wheel's like ET 45, 47, 43, I think, with the 15 mil spacer. So that makes it like 28 offset. So, but these are looking good. The brake lines. These are a little bit too short to go to there, so I kind of zip tied them to my BCs back there. So, extremely happy with how this is outcoming. Then next, I'll show you how to bleed these, because you bleed them inside a nipple to outside nipple. So I'll do, I guess, a time lapse for the other side, and go from there. So first step is take off the wheel. Next step is obviously take off the old caliper with rotor. I took off the caliper carrier, or caliper and pads, because my friend Annie's getting this stuff. Take off the rotor, and then obviously you put the new rotor on along with the caliper. First, I would definitely clean off the mounting surfaces. Just make sure there's nothing. They're just like lined up properly and all that. Put the hub centric ring on, and then put the rotor on. And then I put the caliper on, make sure nothing's rubbing and all that shit. And then I put the line on next.
And that's where I dropped the camera.
Yeah. Well, actually, I put the hardware on first, and then I put the lines on. And then put the pads on, put the wheel on, make sure it doesn't rub and all that stuff.
And there's Connor's bitch ass in the back.
Yeah. He's just absolutely vibing on the wheel. And that's pretty much all. Okay, so we finally bled the brakes. They feel fantastic. Gonna put we're gonna put the wheels back on and go bed in the brakes and see how these fucking clamp. I am very excited to feel these. So very excited, very excited on these. So we're bedding the brakes right now. You're gonna hear some knocking around from the tires, wheels, or whatever. So what I'm thinking is happening is when I'm full lock, the calipers are rubbing against the wheels, which is kind of expected because, like I said, these wheels are low disc. So we're just gonna do a couple of 50 to zeros. Anything like above grade, like really good Hawk pads or EBC yellow stuff, you're gonna have to follow their instructions on how to bed in the brakes. That's gonna determine how good these bite, cold or warm or whatnot. So oh dude, that feels great. But yeah, so that's pretty much how you install 17Z calipers on a Mk5 GTI. You don't need any brackets to mount to the hubs. They mount right up. All you need is different brake lines, the rotors, hub centric rings, you know, new pads, new rotors, already said rotors, and obviously the calipers. And it's really a simple job. It maybe takes 2 hours